All right, everybody, welcome here to Midnight Motorsports. 80 laps here tonight at Kentucky. Been watching these guys out here running some great laps. First off, I want to welcome in the booth with me here tonight Roger Wagner, my buddy, old pal, co-commentator. So welcome, Roger.
Thank you, Rudy. It's good to be here. It's been a few days since we did a broadcast together.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we had a lot of the leagues were off this past Friday, for one of them is off for a month, 3 more weeks they'll be back, and the other one was off for Valentine's Day. So,
yeah, Tuesday, right? It was Tuesday with the truck series over at MaxSpeed?
Yeah. And I did the street stocks Wednesday night, and that was a mess. I think what was it? They ran 125 laps, and they had 11 cautions.
Wow, that's a bunch.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
I didn't even watch that broadcast. I was busy doing something. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was busy doing something. I wanted to watch a little bit of it because nothing was going on. And I missed it. And Friday night, well, that was, I had to celebrate 18 years of marriage and Valentine's Day all at the same time, so I was pretty tied up.
Congratulations. 18 years is quite a milestone in today's standards.
Yep, 20 years of her putting up with my crap. She's been married to me for 18, so.
All right. Kentucky, Roger, you were out there and turned some laps. Let's talk about the track a little bit. What does it feel like out there to you?
Well, let's take a hockey rink and some sandpaper, and let's rough up the hockey rink real good with it, and then let's go race on it, because it's slickered snot out there. It's terrible. Humidity's way up. The track's already slick. It's really not necessarily a one groove track, but to be fast, there's one groove around here. You really got to be set up good if you're going to make passes on the outside or on the inside, and you've got to really be gentle with that throttle. You can't mat this thing too much coming up off the corners. You got to ease down into it. Otherwise, over these bumps, the rear end will become unweighted, and it wants to snap around at both ends of the track. Wind blowing down the backstretch into turn 3, going to push you out of turn 3 real bad if you miss your entry marks. And it's just so line sensitive. It's difficult to race here. These conditions make it even worse, and this truck being a loose monster anyway, it makes it a handful. Guys got their hands full all night long. Racing's going to be really interesting, to say the least. It's going to be at a premium. If we see real good side-by-side racing, that means that the drivers have really got their stuff together. So I'm kind of looking forward. We've got a big field. Looking forward to seeing some great racing tonight.
Yeah, it's I agree with you. It is a pretty slick track out here, and the guys, you can obviously tell here by the way the guys are. Some of the turns are kind of like tiptoeing out of the turns, working on their setups, and maybe got a grip on a few of them here. Turned in some pretty good times, but the other guys struggling a little bit. So hopefully we're going to have to. Hopefully they're going to keep this thing green, and we're going to get into some green flag pit stops. I'm getting the pit window between probably right around lap 55.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I had one of the guys that he said he didn't like push it real hard, and he got 56 laps. Okay, and his tank was empty. So
yeah, I figured the window was 50 to 55 when they were asking that, and someone was talking about 60 laps. And you got to really be going slow to do 60 laps.
Yeah, right. That would be me.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do that on purpose. You got to really, instead of running 32.5, you got to run 33.5 or 33.7 for 60 laps to go 60 laps. Yeah, that's really difficult to do.
I'm looking for pit stops probably between 50 and 55. If we stay green. Now, if we do get cautions in there, that may extend out just a little bit further, but it's going to be a one pit stop race no matter what, and you can pretty much bet if it does go green, everybody is going to want 4 fresh tires on this thing. This track is just noted for chewing up tires.
Yeah, you can really hurt. Especially the right side. The right front takes a ton of abuse here. It just everything goes in and loads down on that right front here. The speed you carry down into both ends, and it's going to be real easy to tear up that right front tire. I think we're going to see some guys take two. If this thing were to stay green and we'd have a long run through green stops, you guys would take two and about 6-7 gallons of fuel and be on their way and finish easily. We may see some track position strategy early in our race to get two tires and move up by some guys, even if it's 15-20 laps, just to get closer to the front. It's real easy on the left side tire, and it's real hard on the right front. And if you're a little loose, it can be kind of hard on the right rear. But I think mostly we're going to see guys use the two tires as pit strategy to gain positions on pit road under caution. The fact that it doesn't kill you on the long run is really a benefit.
Well, coming down to the 7-minute mark here until they
joined your channel.
do start qualifying. So stay tuned there, folks, and we'll see how this thing is all going to shake out. Patrick, what's up, buddy?
Oh, nothing. Just popping by to say hello to everybody and make sure we're going to have a fun night.
Oh, yeah. Midnight Motorsports, folks. Check them out. It's mid-night-motorsports.com.
Big field tonight, Rudy. It's good to see. I mean, this is bigger than last week. It looks like we had 27, 28 trucks out here. These guys are growing in leaps and bounds. I'm really happy for them.
Yeah, Patrick, he's I've always enjoyed racing with Patrick, and man, I'll tell you what, this league has turned around with some great drivers in it, and I'm telling you what, great bunch of folks to be affiliated with, good guys. I make every one of them my friends, and I hope they make me theirs. But yeah, great bunch of folks out here.
Yeah, the level of competition here has gotten extremely good since this new, especially with the beginning of this new season, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The level of competition has just exploded here. There's some extremely fast guys in here now, and it's real close racing. It's not a runaway, and that's fun to see for these guys.
Yeah, we got some good guys out here. Doug Lemons, David Lowe, Sean Butler. Sean Butler joining here, I believe, a couple weeks ago, and he's really, come a long ways up into this league here, and showed his muscle here a little bit. Brandon Thomas, another one. Danny McCune. Did I say that right, Danny McCune?
Well, I'll know later this week, I guess.
Yeah, great bunch of folks here at Maxim, or yeah, I almost said that, not MaxSpeedTV. Here at Midnight Motorsports. I can't find nobody on the track. What the heck? There we go.
Bunches of guys out there.
All right, down a little bit under 5 minutes here till they do start qualifying. So, Roger, anything else that we could tell our viewers about this track tonight?
It's going to be a wild ride. If anything, the past has shown me that racing here, the league, open, official, hosted, it's bumpy and bruisey for the first little bit till guys kind of settle in and figure things out. And then you probably get to see the last half be a really, really good race. I hope they settle in quickly so that we get to see some green flag racing through pit stops maybe and make that happen. But you never know. We might not see, a big long green run until we get almost to the halfway point. It's a crapshoot here. That's just the best way to put it. But it's always good racing. It's always fun to watch. We're going to see loose trucks off of, especially off of turn 2, I think, the most. Just weird how this track kind of rolls up out of the corner right there. So let's keep our eye on the exits of turn 2 and watch for guys getting sideways a lot, especially guys trying to push the issue.
Yeah, and, beautiful facility as it is, with all the concrete track. And, of course, the aprons are blacktop, so I mean it does make for pretty tough. You know, it kind of reminds me of Dover being all concrete, and there's like a one lane on Dover. You know, it's a one lane track. You know, and it kind of reminds me of that in a little bit. Dover, of course, has a lot more banking than this, but with the concrete facility, you know, that we're seeing here, man, I'm telling you what, definitely a tire eater. Coming down under 3 minutes here till they do start qualifying. So glad you could join us here on MaxSpeedTV tonight. I know it's getting kind of late, but Sunday night, this is when these boys run. And they do a good job of it too.
Couple more minutes here, Rudy. They're going to start qualifying. If Freidinger runs, I kind of expect to see him on the pole. He's just really fast.
Yeah, definitely. I was watching him in practice, and I'll tell you what, he has that truck just dialed in. Just amazing. Another one that I did not want to count out was Perry Snelson. Perry, well, I'll tell you, he is strong every week too, and you know, these are all good drivers out here. So I mean, not taking anything away from anybody, they're just awesome drivers, and I think we're going to see a pretty awesome race here once these things get wound up here, get under green flag conditions, and everybody kind of feels the truck out, you know, to see, you know, got to get a little heat in them tires, got to get everything up to temperature, gets a little more bite in the tires, and you need every bit of it here.
Yeah, you don't want to go out and abuse your tires the first 5 or 6 laps either, because then you just pay for it the rest of the run. You got to really kind of be easy on them, getting them up to temperature too, otherwise you'll kill them. Right.
Brandon Thomas, another strong runner here. Always see him up in the front, and you know, it's good to see him out here. He's turning some great laps. 3/10 off of the fastest lap. Doesn't really mean much in practice, though. Some of them guys, they do get a little draft help, and so 3/10 off of the pace is really not. That's kind of a what do I want to say? Like a false positive on that. For a lack of
you'll see really fast Q laps, and you'll see guys that aren't as fast, but they'll race way better than they qualify. He's one of those guys. He's going to race way better than he qualifies. He's not a big hot lap guy. He's a let me get a long run in under my belt and get, you know, moving forward when some of these other guys start to fall back kind of driver. So he'll race better than he qualifies. I promise you that.
Rick Walker, another strong contender. Patrick Rowland. Stephen Pearson, we have seen him up in there a good many times, Roger, up into the hunt of things. So
he can keep fender straight on, and he's usually a contender.
All right, well, looks like practice is over now. And we will watch the qualifying order here as they start taking to the qualifying grid and see what they can turn. New computer here, Roger, trying to get everything dialed in again. Whew, boy, it's been, I'll tell you what, 2 or 3 days of things I've never done before, you know, and good thing I had Steve Hurst, my buddy Steve Hurst, with me, or I could have never done it. He coached me, and I made him mad because I just being so negative about things, and things just always turn to crap for me. But I'll tell you what, so far, knock on wood, everything has went pretty good, and like I said, I could not have done it without his help.
Yeah, I was watching the broadcast a little while ago, and it was pretty clean, pretty smooth looking.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of testing here and there, and you know, going in the mornings and maybe in a hosted session and doing a little practice on it to see. I've got that one little glitch, and again, I'm going to apologize ahead of time for it. I'll try not to make it do it, but sometimes it does. If I just happen to click on my other screen, it just seems to lag the race just a little until I can get back over there and click on that screen. And I haven't figured out why it's doing that, but I will. That's the only problem I'm having right now. I've been hustling to try to get everything back up in order, and so far, everything's been going pretty good. I got a couple more little things I got to do, and just little things, got to get things working right and where I feel comfortable with it. All right, Sean Butler coming in with a 31.580. Wow. Where did that come from?
That was about what he ran in practice. He ran a 55 in practice, so that's about where he was in practice. That's pretty good. That's pretty fast. I mean, Freidinger's 39. I don't know if that was an anomaly, but there he backs it up with a 41. So
there you go.
Just quick. I mean, just plain old quick. That's what he is.
Yeah, he had a 3 in practice, didn't he?
399, and he ran 41 to back that up. So
yeah, well, that's pretty consistent. You can't get much more consistent than that. And of course, that was, I think, only his first lap, though, wasn't it? And
I'm sure.
Yeah, and so
he won't take a second lap.
No? Okay.
One and done here. You'll fall off a 10th or 2 here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Boy, I took my medicine, and whew, man, I'm about almost seeing double. Kind of kicking my butt. All right, well, looks like maybe the front row could be Freidinger and Butler. So far, the pretty full field here tonight, Roger. I am really impressed with these guys.
Yeah, so 29 drivers. That's that's a big field for any place, and it's going to be an interesting field for this track.
Sure thing. David
Sorry
Lowe
if I'm
just
distracted when the race starts. I promise to focus on the race, but I'm watching the All-Star basketball game right now too. Well, two of my boys are playing.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. All right, Snelson in third, Rowland fourth, Walker in fifth, Jones sixth, Pearson 7th, Lowe 8th, Gilmore 9th, and Keith in 10th so far. I believe probably most of the guys have qualified. They are going to qualify. Looks like we've got about 19 qualifiers right now. And a few guys
we'll probably have about 10 that just decided to do the start at the back thing.
Yep. That would be me. That's where I would start. I just stay back there and kind of play it cool and try to pick up some positions here and there. Race the track for maybe about the first 50 laps, and then the last 30 start working up through the field.
You just want to get yourself in position for that last 20 laps. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, don't let them get out there too far, You let them get out, where you're just about ready to go a lap down. You can't hardly make that up, unless they would take 4 tires and you'd only take 2. All right, so everybody's done qualifying, and we're going to go down here on the track and run through the order here in just a second once they get gridded. All right, they're coming up now. Gary Freidinger in the top spot there in the number 22 with a 31.416. Great lap. Congratulations on that pole, Gary. On the outside of him, going to be the 088 of Sean Butler. In third, Perry Snelson in the number 12. In fourth, the number 88 of Patrick Rowland. Look at that, the 88 starting right behind the 088. All right, in fifth, Rick Walker in the number 68. In 6th, the 05 of Steve Jones. In 7th, the number 83 of Stephen Pearson. In 8th, the number 55 of David Lowe. In 9th, Blaine Gilmore in the number 58. In 10th, the 32 of Brent Keith. Roger?
Starting 11th will be the number 70 of Doug Lemons. It is outside in 12th. The 15 of Nicholas Stone. David Lancaster in the 50 will start 13th. William Tony in the number 87, 14th. The 15th position is the 33 of Vernon Margheim. The 16th position, the number 19 of Scott Barklam. David Robleski in the number 23 will start 17th. Mike Gray start 18th in the number 85. Frank Reese will start 19th in the 34 truck. And starting 20th, Sam Henry in the number 18.
All right. Kevin Mitchell going to be starting 21st in the 27. We're just going to go by the numbers. Jason Grattan, I believe that's how that's pronounced, in the number 91, starting 23rd. In 24th, Mike Vining in the 21. In 25th, the number 45 of Roy Hall. In 27th, the 84 of Dave Smith. In 28th, the 44 of Jason Sislove. Danny McCoon starting back here in 29th, did not qualify, in the number 77. In 30th, the number 62 of Kevin Mort. And right field, Brandon Thomas in the 07.
He's got all the work in the world cut out for him, but if anybody knew it, that guy can handle it.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going to get up here on our leader as they're getting ready to go green flag racing here, Roger, and I'm going to let you call this down.
Appreciate it. The Mike Costa 80 from Kentucky, Midnight Motorsports. About to get underway here. Pace car taking us through turn 3 right now. Gary Freidinger and Sean Butler going to bring us down to the green flag. Should be a good one. Alright, pace car is off. We are waiting on the green flag here. And wow. Green's finally in the air. We are underway. That took forever.
Yeah, that was like super delayed there. Alright, Freidinger taking off right out of the gate here, but we've got somebody right up on his tail. Looks like Snelson going to be right up on him, not letting him get away. Rick Walker now on the inside of Sean Butler. Sean Butler's still holding on to that position though.
You see them 3 trucks get wide right there. Butler, Walker, and Rowland. They just overdrove that entry a little bit. Had to back out.
Everybody's starting to get single file here, working on lap 2. Wrong button. Whoops. Patrick Rowland now trying to get a run here. Rick Walker on the inside of Sean Butler does pass him, and now trying to get by him also Patrick Rowland.
They keep that door open for very long, and Butler's going way back.
Yes, he is. He might be just kind of pacing himself right at the moment, but boy, you don't want to be pacing himself too awful much. Stephen Pearson, they're now in 6th position, and everybody chasing Freidinger, and he's pulling away. He's got a couple of tenths on Perry Snelson now.
Rowland got way wide and got just a little loose there. Now Butler's got to run him.
And he tucked it right up underneath Patrick's truck there for a minute, trying to make him loose, but Patrick says not a chance. Everybody, boy, I'll tell you what, very good field going on. Let's go back and check on a few drivers back here. Doug Lemons now running in 10th, and looks like he is trying to work over Nicholas Stone, and he is going to complete that pass coming through the tri-oval. or the front stretch, no tri-oval.
Yeah, the D oval.
Yep. And he does take over the 9th spot. So good job by Doug. All right, Blaine Gilmore running in. I don't know why I went to that. Blaine Gilmore running in the 11th position. That's a sharp-looking truck he's got right there. That's some imagination using the colors and you know, some of these guys take so much pride in their paints and their trucks. And I try to make sure that my Trading Paints is updated just for that reason. We've got a challenge here, Doug Lemons. Oh, we got the 06 sideways.
That's a wreck. Oh, wait, they might both save it.
15 is still trying to lock it down so he don't go down pit road. What a job he did on that. Wow.
Out of pit road there.
I'm telling you, he's probably going to get a black flag for that, won't he?
I don't know if he got inside them cones.
Yeah, he went. Yeah, he didn't go between them.
Yeah, he might not get anything. It's going to be difficult to say. We're going to have to watch him for a lap or two and see if he has to go in.
Yeah, that cost Nicholas a ton of positions on that. But great save, great driving by them guys. Wow, that was amazing. So trying to get caught back up here. Vernon Margam, another one that we were talking about before. Just kind of a steady Eddie driver, and here he is running in the 10th spot right now, working his way up one at a time. Yeah, that was a great save by them drivers, Roger.
Yeah, to have that much contact both of you sideways, that was a lot of heads up right there is what that was.
Sure was. All right, Blaine Gilmore in 9th. Doug Lemons now up to 8th. And it looks like he is in clear sailing here as he's about 3.7 seconds behind our leader. But pretty much in clean air. Nobody behind him challenging him. Nobody right directly in front of him. David Lowe now up to 7th. Started 8th, up to 7th. Pacing himself. Here we are on lap 10 out of 80. 70 laps more to go here. Mile-and-a-half track here, Kentucky. Patrick Rowland now in 6th. Stephen Pearson 5th. Sean Butler still hanging on in 4th position.
Stone did pit.
Do what?
But Nicholas Stone did pit.
Yep. Yeah. And he goes 2 laps down, I believe.
Well, with no resets, you had to get that damage fixed while you were sitting there.
Well, he shouldn't have got, well, yeah, maybe a little bit of damage.
Yeah, right front one was a little messed up on that truck. Two packs of 3 here for 2nd and 5th place. Racing each other pretty good right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at this the whole time now. These guys, Snelson now 1.2 seconds behind Freidinger. And boy, Freidinger is just hooked up there. He is on a rail. Nobody has anything for him right now. I think he's just kind of playing it cool. And we got a challenge here for 2nd. Looks like Rick Walker going by Snelson and Sean Butler going right along with him. So Snelson going to lose 2 positions there in about a half a lap.
Walker might lose 2nd.
Yeah, Sean Butler taking a look. And the inside, you're going through the front stretch. Stoll has not cleared him. Walker fighting back really hard on that high side. And then about equal grip right there until you come out of turn 2. And the high side's the good side to have.
He carried that momentum down the backstretch.
And it looks like Walker's going to maintain that position.
Rowland and Lowe got past Pearson a couple laps ago, 5th and 6th, pushed him back to 7th.
So passing going on around the track and in different places, but everybody pretty much almost single file, Roger. You know, I think everybody's just kind of riding the laps down right now.
Yeah, we almost had a moment there. Lowe took a look on the inside of Rowland and washed out right in the center of 1 and 2. Had to really jump out of the throttle. And if he doesn't jump out, we got 2 trucks locked door to door right there.
Yeah, Stephen Pearson, he was taking a peek there coming down the front stretch inside of Lowe, but no dice. Can't do it this time.
I think he just wants to save his equipment, have a good run at the end.
You know, that's a smart move. You know, I got to give him a lot of credits. It's a very smart move to, you know, any track that we run at, we want to make sure that we do save our equipment, save our tires, and keep the fenders square on that thing. And a track as slick and greasy as this track is, it's probably not really hard to save that tires and stuff, because you're kind of tiptoeing around here trying to keep that thing from sliding around on you. Steven gets a little squirrely coming out of the turn.
Good save.
Oh man, yeah, it was a good save.
Jumped on that throttle a little too hard, a little too early, and that truck just was not quite ready to nose out there, and it turned on him instead of nosing out.
That cost him a lot of momentum, but
well, that ended up upset that right rear tire. Though we got to move up front here. Looks like Walker's trying to get inside of Butler. Yeah, it's not gonna pan out because he got loose off too.
Yes, he did. Now Snelson trying to get by on the outside.
Yeah, he may not make it stick out there because Walker got down to the corner even with him. So they just gave Butler some breathing room, is all they did. What you really want to do here, if you're in a battle with somebody, what you really like to do is get down in the middle of the corner, right up underneath their bumper. Take that air away a little bit, make him loose and have to chase it up the hill and roll out of the throttle when you start to go back to the gas, so that you can drive up beside him and have momentum where he's had to brake his. That kills that outside line. So if I haven't seen anybody really doing that, I know we're on lap 19, but some of these guys are in these heated battles, like Walker and Butler, Snelson, those guys. They're really not using that at all, I don't see.
Right. Yeah, Snelson now, he picks right up on the back bumper here of Rick Walker, using that draft to his advantage. Boy, he's got an awful low line, goes down there and actually catches the apron. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
That's bad news right there.
Yeah, you got to stay away from that. Boy, look at the momentum he lost on that, because Rick Walker did not catch the apron.
Oh, I went back here watching the 88 and 55 again, man.
Rick Walker hard into the wall coming off a 4.
Oh.
Wow.
That's a bunch of right front damage on that truck. He's going to be in trouble. He might have knocked the toe out.
Let's go up here and we'll take a look and see how much damage he does have. Get around here with the camera a little bit. I don't see very much on the right front, but boy, it's got the old wall rub right down the side and a little bit of rear damage, it looks like.
Yeah, it actually looked like worse damage from a different camera angle. That actually doesn't look bad right now.
Yeah.
And I jumped out and got a look at the front of the truck, and doesn't look nearly as bad as it did from that camera angle I had a second ago when it first happened.
Yeah, it's funny how that works. Oh, caution is out. Roy Hall into that. Ooh, we got about 3 trucks into that.
Right here on the front stretch.
Yeah, so let's go back here and we'll take a look at it.
Yeah, that looks like the 84 truck got to the wall, and then started getting loose and came down across, and Hall And I think that's Size Love in the 44. Yeah, Jason Size Love. They didn't really have no place to go. Smith just kind of closed it up on them, and it just didn't do anybody any favors. A couple, 3 damaged trucks now.
Oh yeah, boy, he did. Oh, okay. So the 80 what was that? The 84 of Dave Smith hitting that wall and coming down into Roy Hall. Definitely totally unexpected, I believe, by Roy Hall. I bet you he was really surprised.
Well, I'm sure he saw that truck out there, and he was going to keep it up high. And then when he started coming down, he just, Tell
you what we'll do. We'll ride along with Roy here right in the cockpit and watch as this all transpires right out of his windshield. As we can see right ahead of him there, Dave Smith. And they're going to be going into turn 3 here, and this is where he gets loose coming out of turn 4. And he hits the wall and comes right down in front of Roy Hall and collects Roy Hall into it. And also the 44 got into it there, Size Love, like you said. So 3 trucks getting a lot of damage on that. They're going to have to go in and get them things fixed up.
Yeah, a couple of them aren't going to be in as good a shape afterwards. But
and everybody coming off a pit road now, Roger.
Yeah, I'd like to get in here and get an interview, but I think Race Control's got all the radios off at the moment.
Oh, okay. Is that a permanent thing or just?
I don't know. I just noticed it a minute ago.
I know they had it off at, for qualifying. Maybe they just never turned it back on. Forgot.
Hey, Rudy, fill the air for a second.
All right.
User left your channel.
Rick Walker going to be restarting in 3rd. Looks like Sean Butler going to be restarting 2nd. So Rick Walker 3rd, Perry Snelson 4th,
User
Patrick
joined your
Rowland
channel.
5th, and David Lowe 6th. Stephen Pearson 7th, Doug Lemons 8th, Blaine Gilmore 9th, and rounding out your top 10, David Lancaster finally getting it up into the mix of things.
All right, let me see if I can get a word in here with the 88 truck.
All right, as soon as they clear the... Okay.
Patrick Rowland, Roger Wagner, up in the up.
Yeah, go ahead, Roger.
Well, man, we've been, we're a quarter of the way through this race already. We've had some really good racing. I saw you working a battle there with the 55 and the 83. Kind of let us know what's going on out there on track. How is the racing and how's your truck? We're turning left.
Truck's a little tight tonight. We made some adjustments on the stop, see if we can't loosen it up a little bit. David Lowe's running really, really well. He's killing me in 3 and 4, but I'm kind of getting him off at 2. And Steven, I think he's just sandbagging us back there. He's just laying in weight, I believe.
Well, the guys up front kind of checked out on you all. I thought maybe everybody was back there kind of saving some tires since this thing had kind of a green feel to it. Everybody strung out so quick. Did you expect it to be as easy going as it has been? Because I thought we might have 2 or 3 cautions there early with everybody trying to get a feel.
I thought we were going to have cautions earlier, and we did. I'm real happy with the way everybody's racing tonight. It's turning into one heck of a good race. I think we're going to see some good stuff here in just a little bit. Toward the end, it's going to be real exciting, I believe.
Good deal. So you think you got something for those guys that are running up to the front there?
I don't know. That 22 truck, he's real fast. Mr. Walker's real fast, and of course, so is Perry and Sean. It's going to be tough to do, but we kind of made a swing for the fences. See if we get this thing adjusted right. I might have something for him.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck. Hopefully we get to see you on the podium, maybe in the winner's circle tonight when it's all over.
All right, thanks, Roger. Appreciate it.
There you go.
All right.
Drivers thought we might get a couple of bumps and bruises that we didn't get, so I think it's been a great race so far myself.
Oh, I'm impressed with it. It's, I mean, as greasy as this track is, I'm loving it. All right, Roger. Well, I'll go ahead and call this one down here as they get ready to take the green. As everybody is doubled up, lights are off on the pace car, and they're going to be heading toward turn 3 here. And coming out of turn 4, we're going green flag racing here at Kentucky. Taking lap 27, so we are just a little past a third of the way. First caution of the night. And we've had no lead changes, Roger.
Yeah, that's not much of a surprise, really. Gary was crazy fast in practice. He's been crazy fast this whole race, so I kind of expect a whole lot of changes unless it happened under green flag pit stops or under strategy on the yellow. So we'll see how it plays out now. These guys have had a chance to adjust.
All right, pace car ducks off. Let's see if this green flag acts up this time and holds them back till the very bitter end. Green, green, green. Here we go. That was a little better green flag start.
Man, David Lowe getting a start. He had to move out of the way of running over Perry Nelson.
I seen that, yeah. And Perry didn't check up or nothing. He had a great start, but just wasn't quite fast enough as David Lowe got.
I think Lowe just anticipated and timed it out perfect.
Well, we've got a challenge up in the front here. Sean Butler up on the high side. Oh, we got a wreck. Oh, no.
Patrick Rowan got into the left rear corner of the 68 of Rick Walker. Cautions breed cautions, and here we come.
Yes, sir. And we're going to head over here to Patrick Rowland. I'm not sure if you think he's the one that brought that out, you say?
He got into the left rear corner of the 68 right there.
Okay.
Just got in a little hot down in 3. Walker checked up going in on the bottom a little, and he just got in the back of it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, Walker kind of come down the hill right in front of him there. Not sure if that was like a blocking attempt but we're going to go back here and watch this. We're going to watch
I think he just turned in. I don't think he expected for Patrick to be trying to get that run down to the bottom right there. He just went ahead and turned in, and Patrick got him, kind of hooked him a little right there.
Go back and watch this from Rick Walker.
Yeah, Walker will go in and get some of this damage fixed this time, I'm sure.
Yep, and right there's where it happened, and he did. Boy, he got him he hit him pretty hard, and Rick went right up and hit that outside wall. So,
Yeah, I think Walker backed off a little early because of the guys in front of him, set up for the corner, turned it in, and I think Roland, I think he just backed out a little late and got his nose up there. And it doesn't take much. As slick as this place is, you don't have to hardly touch somebody, get them to turn here.
yeah, it looks like Walker doing a 4-tire change, topping out that fuel, and it looks like he is going to sit there for a little bit and try to get some of that damage fixed up. But guys, we have a brand new leader up here, Sean Butler. First time he has led today. Oops. A lot of guys coming off of pit road right now. But brand new leader up front.
Yeah, first time it's changed.
Yeah. So unfortunate, like you said, that cautions breed cautions, and that was a quick second caution, right, just bang bang, and right on the restart. Actually, wasn't even a lap. They didn't even get a lap in, and it was a caution.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll probably see just a little contact on any of these restarts. Just how much is going to dictate whether we get the next caution or not. And that was a lot. It really was. I know I said it doesn't take much, but that was a pretty sizable bump in the left rear corner.
Oh, it sure was.
But half of that would have still got him spun out from the field.
Yeah, it sure was. Yep. Yeah, it was. But I'm wondering how Gary's feeling about this change now. Here, he's not going to be out in the clean air anymore. He's going to be restarting on the outside of Sean now, and let's just see how he is going to manage to. Sean powered by him on the outside, so let's see if Gary's got enough stuff here to get by Sean on the outside.
Well, he can be even with him going into turn 1. When they exit turn 2, he should be able to carry that run, that momentum, and get off the corner. But as fast as he's been, even if he doesn't, he'll just bide his time, sit back there and ride and get comfortable, and then he'll go after him on the longer run, because he was moving away a pretty good bit before we got the caution. So I don't think much has really changed.
Yeah, he sure was. He's definitely the class of the field out there tonight. You know, I mean, Gary, man, I don't know what he's got in that thing. He's got some extra horsepower or something. He's just got a killer setup under him, and it's just, man, he is rocking out there tonight. I think he just, you know, after he got stretched out there a couple of seconds on, you know, early on, I think he just kind of backed it off a little bit and just rode, and you know, to try to maintain that couple second lead, not try to just keep pulling away and pulling away and pulling away, because all he's doing is wearing his tires out when he does that.
Yeah, and he didn't know if it was going to go green or not, and he needed to have tires on it down towards the end of the run. So.
Yeah. All right. One that we haven't really talked about tonight. Where the heck was he? Frank Reese. There he is, in the 19th place. Frank Reese in the Wizard Lick Chevy Silverado. that's a good combination right there. Running in the 19th spot, though. Started 19th, and he is still in 19th. So it looks like all the trucks are doubling back up here, and we're going to...
Walker's going to restart 22nd. Fast truck. Let's see what he does with traffic now.
All right, so Sean Butler bringing him around. Roger, call this down for me, buddy.
You bet, buddy. See if we get this pace car to or this flagman to dump the flag a little earlier this time. They are waiting a long time to get these things restarted.
All right, they're going to be taking the green on lap 32. So let's see what if these guys can keep this from bringing out another caution here. Maybe we get that stretched back out again and get into some good green flag conditions. These guys did have a little bit of feel of it now, and they want it again, so good luck to them all.
Only 50 to go, boys. Everybody can make it on fuel and tires if we were to go green.
Yes, sir.
Alright, pace car is off. We are waiting on the flagman to get us back underway here. Butler leading them on down. And the green's in the air, Butler's back out in front again. Oh, he spun the tires a little bit. That's going to give Freidinger a run on the outside. And like I said before, if he could be even with him going into 1 here, he'd probably get him coming off the 2 with that momentum.
I don't know. Butler pretty strong. Snelson coming right along with him, and another caution out right off the bat.
Somebody spun going down in the corner.
Oh. Like Sam Henry into that, so let's go back and take a look.
The 85 truck, he just got loose and went across, and then the 18 and the 34 got into that, and I don't have those numbers right in front of me. That was Sam Henry, Frank Reese. Mike Gray is the one who really kind of started that going down there. He was just way outside and got loose, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. Yep. The 85.
The 34 probably was going to miss that until he slowed up. The 18 just kind of ramrodded right in the back of him there a little bit. Danny McCune escaped that. Size Love escapes that.
So Mike Gray getting loose and bringing it down across the track. Wow, okay. Let's get back up here to our leader. I don't believe we're going to see anybody come down pit road. And, you know, they really haven't had any green flag runs to speak of.
Since we got the first 25 laps in.
Yeah. Oh, Sean looking like he is going to come down. Oh, faking them out.
Yeah. Haven't run any laps. There's no need to go pit now. You can actually make it the rest of the way. There's not really any need to get tires or fuel unless you run 15, 20 laps.
Yeah, and it's even making it better, too, for them that, you know, the more caution laps they turn, the less wear on their tires and their fuel, too. I mean, definitely fuel's out the window now. I mean, you don't need to worry about fuel. It's just managing your tires from here on out.
Yeah, Frank Reese, Jason Sizelove, Roy Hall, Dave Smith all on pit road, Jason Gratton, a bunch of guys taking an opportunity to get on pit road.
Yeah, it looks like Mike Gray may have taken his car behind pit road.
Yeah, he had a bunch of damage, and I wouldn't be surprised if they went behind the wall just because he had so much damage to it.
Yeah, some of these guys coming off of pit road now after getting some of that damage fixed up. All right.
I didn't see Kevin Mitchell had snuck in here to run this race. He's running 11th right now.
Oh, yeah. All right, everybody getting caught back up here after getting their damage fixed up. Looks like Kevin Mort still on pit road. Sam Henry still on pit road. And Doug Lemons on pit road. What happened to Doug Lemons there, Roger?
I'm not sure what's going on with that truck. He has pulled it over. He's underway now. Maybe he had to index the wheel or something.
Okay. Well, that's going to put him clear back into the 24th position on this restart. Man. So all in all, a pretty good race. Here we are, lap 35 of 80, almost at the halfway mark. Been a pretty good race here at Kentucky. Even though it's a slippery track, the guys are dealing with it and actually doing pretty doggone good, I think. We've still got, I'm still showing about, at least 24 or 25 on the lead lap yet.
I showed 26 currently, but Sam Henry probably is falling off the lead lap because he's still on pit road, and it just hasn't updated me yet. So.
Yeah, it's 25, yeah. Nicholas Stone, the first one a lap down in 26th position. So, wave buys? Did we have any wave buys?
I haven't seen one.
Okay.
The only cars a lap down are guys that have taken it off the track. So.
Okay. What was you gonna say? I'm sorry.
I'm looking at that. Freidinger's back to third now, so it just keeps getting more and more interesting as it goes on. Every caution, he falls back a spot.
Yeah. Well, Snelson did have a nose up by him when that caution come out, so you know, even if it's just an inch. You know, an inch will give you a mile.
Yeah, an inch is worth a lot, apparently.
Yeah. And Freidinger, I mean, I don't know exactly what happened to him, whether he just didn't get a good enough start there. But, you know, Sean and Perry there, they kind of got a great restart on that and did get a run to get by Freidinger. So maybe that's exactly what happened. And these guys... Well, let's see how this is going to work out here coming to the flag.
Yeah, I was looking and Rick Walker's back here in 19th position.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, he's still way back here. He needs a green run to work his way through a bunch of these guys, about 20 laps, 25 laps. Then he needs a caution.
Right.
once he gets closer to the front, so he can get freshies on it and try to race it out.
All right, so Sean Butler bringing him around here, Roger, and I'll call this one down. We'll get this thing back underway here. Going to be taking lap 37 out of 80. So a couple laps from the halfway mark.
Maybe these guys will settle in. We'll get another long run. Maybe we'll go at the end here. That'd be pretty good, 44 laps.
Oh, yeah, that would be great. Yeah, they need to get back to what they were doing there at the beginning of the race and run single file, run the track, and just pick a driver off here and there, you know, and pass them cleanly. And we've seen a lot of that at the beginning of the race. So, all right, pace car's off. Sean brings them to the line here, and let's see what kind of a restart they're going to get this time. All right, green flag flies. Sean got a great start that time, and so did Gary. Wow, Gary Freidinger got a heck of a good start. Perry Snelson did too, but I don't know if he's going to be able to maintain. He'd go way up high, and that opened the door up for Freidinger to get in there.
Rowan got loose back there. Stacked up Pearson. It looks like he's going to stack up Matt Markheim as well.
David Lowe now down to the bottom. Coming off of 4 a little bit loose.
Caution, caution, caution. I see a truck back here spinning.
Oh, that's Jason Grattan.
Yeah. I knew it was black and yellow. I just couldn't figure out which one it was.
Well, let's go back here and take a look at him.
Oh, he just barely got some help there. The 19 was way off pace from something. He got loose way out front of these guys. And he was trying to gather it up and get down into 3, and Grattan was on his outside coming in the corner there, and he just, like I said, it barely touched him. Barely. And snapped him around.
Yeah, we're watching it here now. Yeah, boy, he did barely touch him. Oh, wow. That's how on the edge these trucks run. Boy, I like that car, or truck. I like that. That's sharp looking. All right, so caution out again here. I don't think Patrick and the guys were talking about this. They were hoping that maybe it would, go green for a lot more laps and be a turn out to be a great race. And we're seeing these cautions back to back, but it's just a product of what we talk about all the time. Cautions breeding cautions. And Roger, it looks like the whole back of the field may be coming down pit road.
Yeah, a bunch of cars decided to come in. I was looking for Snelson, and he went all the way back to 4th after that restart on starting 2nd. Yeah, Robleski, I saw him come in. Rick Walker back on pit road again. Patrick Rowland was in. He's headed back out.
Yeah.
Steve Jones in.
Yeah, he did a 4-tire
Frank
change
Reese.
too.
Sizelove came back in again. Danny McCune keeps coming in every time. And Jason Grattan's out there, getting that damage fixed. Now he's starting to roll off. Kevin Mort's been sitting on pit road for a very extended period of time.
Yeah, he's been on there. Well, I'm showing him about 21 laps down, 22 laps maybe. I'm not really positive what's going on with that, but yeah.
Nick Stone was our wave around. Just kind of rolling through this field looking for names.
All right, looks like Freidinger going to be restarting 2nd. David Lowe up to 3rd now. Perry Snelson going to be 4th. Doug Lemons in 5th. There's Doug. He's got that thing back up into the top 5 now. David Lancaster 6th. Stephen Pearson 7th. Vernon Margam in 8th. Kevin Mitchell 9th. And Blaine Gilmore up into the top 10. Roger, what's going on with Brandon Thomas tonight? We haven't seen him up here mixing it up with these guys yet.
Well, snuck down and got a word with his crew there earlier. Got a radio transmission. He's just biding his time. He knows he's got something good. He doesn't want to get up here and mix it up too much. He's picking his spots, taking positions when he can take them. But he's reached a point now where I think you're going to start seeing him try to work his way further forward quicker, because the laps are winding down and we're not getting as many under green as he would like. He knew in the long run he'd be really good. He's just not getting those long runs he wants. So he's going to start pushing the issue just a little bit here.
Yeah, he is really mired back in here quite a ways. Running in the
I had him about 13th.
Yeah, about 13th, yep.
Yeah, and I wasn't, before we started all this rash of cautions earlier, that he was back there at 22nd position. So he's worked his way up quite a bit.
Yeah. But Sean Butler out here, wow, doing a great job. We've only had one lead change, and that's been between Sean Butler and Gary Freidinger. So those two have led all the laps here so far tonight. Gary's led 25, and Sean's led 15. Everybody double them back up, Roger, and go ahead and call this down.
And it looks like Kevin Mort has finally taken that truck behind the wall. They just could not get it fixed. They spent a lot of time down there in that pit stall and then pushed it behind the wall, and they decided they cannot get that thing back on the track. So he'll be our next casualty. And Sam Henry has brought it around, but it looks like he's going back on pit road again to try to get some more damage fixed.
A lot of nice looking trucks out there tonight, and you know, that's kind of what I like about the night races. You know, it kind of brings that shimmer off of the trucks. The colors look, I think, so much more vibrant at night than they do during the day. So, you know, these guys, like I said earlier, these guys do take a lot of pride in their paint jobs, and boy, they sure do look nice out there tonight.
Just 4 night races that they break down.
Yeah.
Well, all right, we're about to go green here, lap 42. Butler and Freidinger on the front road, and the pace car ducks on the pit road, easy for me to say. And the green's in the air, we're back underway. Pretty even start, really, by the top 4 right there.
Yeah, they sure, all of them did get a very good start. David Lowe now trying to hang on. He's got a run here coming up on the inside of Freidinger. Freidinger taking it way up to the high side. And I'm not sure if that was a good thing to do or not, because, boy, Gary Lowe gets a great run here, but hasn't completed that pass yet.
Freidinger drove it in way deep into 3, trying to get clear so that he could cut it down. It looks like the momentum is going to carry him clear off it too, but the battle behind that is Snelson, Lemons, and Pearson.
Yeah, no surprise there. I figured Pearson would be up into the mix of things. Now on the inside of Snelson, and it looks like he's bringing Doug Lemons right along with him.
He just couldn't get that bite on the bottom right there in 1 and 2, so he couldn't clear Snelson, but he won't give up. He'll keep going at him. Oh, no! Mike Mining turned around back in the field back here at about 12th place.
Holy smoke.
Quick.
Yes, he did. We will go back and take a look at that.
That was rolling. Got into him again. Got into the left rear corner. I think that was some net code right there, because there sure looks like a lot of space.
Well, we'll take a look here. Let's see. You say it was into the back of him?
Got his left rear corner. Man, there was so much distance between. That's got to be net code.
We're watching it here, and oh man, yeah, there was like a half a truck width between them.
I just wanted to make sure you saw the same thing I did. That was at least 6 feet.
God, I don't think well, yeah, we did see one here last week one day. There was like a whole truck width. That was like a half a truck width between them. I seen one like a whole truck width between them.
Yeah, that was a lot of net code right there.
Yes, it was. Mike Vining into the wall, man.
Oh, well, we got a bunch of guys all of a sudden with really bad connections to the server. Really nasty. Roland, Lemons, Walker, Mike Vining, all these guys, Western California guys, really, really bad.
I wonder if there is something going on with the servers, because we had an issue earlier today with a server that people were blinking that never blink, and it's like, wow, what the heck's going on? And during our broadcast, Roger, my voice kind of at the very end when I was interviewing the drivers, it was all scratchy and staticky and everything, and it was like, what the heck? So we weren't sure if it was maybe an internet problem or TeamSpeak problem or server problem. But if the guys were blinking out, people were falling out of TeamSpeak and coming back, and there's all kinds of issues today.
I thought for a second maybe we were having a Western U.S. Router issue, but I got 2 or 3 other guys from the western part of the country that have no issues right now. It's a select 4 guys. It's still those 4, and their qualities are still really bad. One of them's paying is $550.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's pretty high. But I got a couple other guys from the west and from California in the room that no problems at all.
All right, well, we are past halfway, 45 laps out of 80.
Wow, Freidinger pits. No one else pits. Freidinger's going to restart about, just a guess here,
20th.
About 19th or 20th?
Yep. Yeah, him and David Lowe both pitted, so those two going to be way back. Sean and Perry Snelson, Stephen Pearson, Doug Lemons, David Lancaster did not pit.
I don't think anybody inside the top 10 for sure pitted, right?
Except for Patrick Rowland.
Did Rowland pit?
I'm not sure if he pitted this time, or maybe he's got one extra pit than anybody else in the top 10. So I'm not sure if it was this time or another time he may have pitted.
It had to have been another time because he didn't pit this time.
Yeah.
I just went and checked, but he is just blinking like a Christmas tree now.
Yeah, if he would have pitted, he would have been, I'm sure, back further than 10th. But do you see any nose damage on Patrick's truck there?
No, that's the crazy thing.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, he has no damage. You know it has to be a net code issue because he doesn't have a lick of damage on that truck.
That's something.
And he's hit 2 trucks already tonight.
He's being a little over aggressive out there tonight, ain't he?
I think he's not sure where he's at. I think he's getting false readings. He's not positive where he is on track.
Did you say his ping was up kind of high?
Oh no, his ping was fine. Doug Lemon's ping is really high. Patrick's quality is 57. He's the lowest of the bunch. Everyone else is at least 68, but he's really got a bad connection tonight. It's weird that it's that select 4 guys and 2 of them end up getting together.
Yeah.
I think we're about to get to 1 here.
It should be. Should be the one to go this time by. I'll go ahead and...
Butler, Snelson, Pearson up there to 3rd. Lancaster 4th. Look at Vernon Markheim up to 5th.
Yeah, well, when when we took Freidinger and Lowe out of the picture there, and they're back in, I'm showing them back in 19th and 20th.
You don't have the race chat open, do you?
No. Why, do you want it open? You don't want it open now, do you? We're going green.
No. No, thank you, though.
I see a lot of talking there.
Bring us to the green here, Rudy, and let's hope this is the last time.
We've been saying that. But
every time we say it doesn't work out for us, but
yeah.
This time maybe we can break the jinx.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it. Come on, guys, bring it. All right, pace car ducks off onto pit road. Sean brings them to the line here, nice and easy, 50 mile an hour. Green flag is in the air.
Man, that green flag takes a long time to come out.
Oh, man, those guys were like sleeping at the wheel there. Snelson, boy, great start for Snelson. I think Steven Pearson was sleeping.
Yeah, it looked like you were. Wow, there's a bunch. There's a 4 wide, there's a 4 wide, there's a 4 wide, 3 wide. They are just all over the place back here.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Scott Barkman way down. Oh man, he was down below the yellow line. Still hasn't recovered from that. I don't. Boy, he's got a really loose truck or something there. A little bit of damage on the back of that thing too.
I think we had a little checkup on the start. A couple guys got into each other, and he might have been one of them. Mike Vining having a nice recovery. He's moved himself inside the top 10 after that little incident with Patrick Rowland.
How come I'm not finding him? Mike Vining.
He's running ninth. Blaine Gilmore still running 7th. That Vining's looking at Walker.
Yeah, he's got a lot of damage on there. Walker's got a little bit of damage too. Oh, and he really loose coming off a 2.
Walker and McCune.
Yeah, Danny McCune gets by him, so Mike Vining going back a couple positions right there.
Yeah, look behind McCune a couple spots and look at who's coming.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that 22 truck, he's a motoring.
Yep, Freidinger now up on the inside of the 84 of Dave Smith, and that would be for the 13th position.
Yeah, and he'll get Vining no challenge right here in that front stretch.
Smith went way up high. Ooh, Freidinger gets into the back of Vining. Just a little bump.
Well, he might find it tougher to get past Mike now. Mike's not a big fan of that on the back stuff, especially when it's unnecessary.
Well, I don't think he meant to do it. I think it was kind of like one of them. He come up on him a little quicker than he thought he did, and he tried to get it out of the way, but he does get by Vining. So Freidinger definitely picking up a ton of positions up here, and caution out again.
Big wreck here. Frank Reese is in this.
Ooh, yeah, boy, that looked
He got
pretty
the
rough.
wall, looks like, and was trying to get it out of the wall, and ended up. Ooh, he almost got William Tony. Then he just wrecks it. Oh! He collected 15 truck of Nicholas Stone. Just bad luck.
Yeah, he got into the wall there, and boy, he just never did recover from that. So the Lizard Lick Chevrolet going up into the wall, and he is going to collect the 15 with him. Oh, brother, that was a hard lick for the Lizard Lick Chevrolet. That's a mouthful. Hard lick for the Lizard Lick Chevrolet. Okay, so caution out again here. Right now we are looking at 20 coming to 26 to go. 27 to go. Coming to 27 laps to go. Frank going to bring that thing down on pit road, I think, and see what it's going to take maybe to get that thing fixed up.
Yeah, he got a bunch of damage out there. We're having some takers from closer to the front. Kind of interesting. I mean, we haven't had a very long run. Some of these guys are giving up positions. I've seen Blaine Gilmore come in.
Sean Butler's on pit road. Our leader.
Wow. I let Snelson have the lead now. He's going to start pretty deep. The thing is, if you look right now, that 22 truck, Prattinger, he's up there at about, what, 7th place, 6th place?
Let me get things organized here again. And, yeah, he's up in 6th place right now. Sean Butler going to go back to 13th after that pit stop. But he did take 4 fresh tires on that truck.
Yeah.
So let's get up here. Perry Snelson going to be our new leader. First time Perry's led today.
He's been in the hunt since the drop, though, so just a matter of time before he got there. It's kind of this is strategy starting to look a little bit weird to me. So I don't know, maybe those fresh tires will help these guys. But if you don't get green runs, the fresh tires are pretty much worthless.
Yes, sir.
And we're coming down. Time we restart, we're going to have at least 25 to go. So we're down to the last third of the race here.
Alright, so right now we've got 26 laps to go. Roger, I think we're probably gonna get the green on with 24 to go. So hopefully maybe some of these guys that have gotten fresh tires in the back of the field, maybe they can maneuver around each other a little bit better. And now it's just going to be a matter of catching these guys up front, because we've got some tough customers up in the front here. Perry Snelson, Stephen Pearson, David Lancaster, Brandon Thomas, and Rick Walker. And then don't forget about Freidinger.
Yeah, definitely don't forget about Gary Freidinger, the guy that came from 22nd to 6th on that little short run right there.
Yeah.
Definitely don't forget about that guy.
He's just been on a rail tonight, and he knew probably that if he did stop and take tires, he could manage to work his way back up through the field. And here he is running back up in the 6th place.
As long as you keep yourself out of trouble and you got a fast truck, things work out. If you get to stay green for a little bit, you make up your time. But if you get any damage because you went back there, then it's just kind of one of those bad calls that you made, And we're looking at this top 5, and this is a top 5 that there's only a couple of names in there that have really been a factor all night long. Snelson, Pearson, Walker, David Lancaster up here, Brandon Thomas. This is the closest he's been to the front. But like I said earlier, he was done waiting. He was going to make a move and start heading this way. So
yeah, it is that time. When you get down to close to 20 to go, it's time to pull all the stops out, and everything you've been holding back and saving, time to let it all out now.
Yeah, especially since we're only getting short bursts of green, you got to get everything you can get. So I understand what these guys are doing. I'm interested to see what Freininger's going to do with this top 5 here. I want to keep an eye on Sean Butler. Looks like he's going to restart there. Is that 13th position?
I believe so. Yeah, 13th.
See if he's got the patience to work the traffic if it stays green. Bring us home, Rudy.
All right.
I'm going to keep my eye on the back half of this field here.
I will do it.
got gaps all over in the field right now, but they're starting to close up as we get into 3 here, Rudy. Try to get the field all good and tight.
All right, Perry Snelson gonna bring him down here. Pace car's gonna duck on pit road. And we're going back to green flag racing here, folks, so stay tuned to see this thing finish up. Pace car's off. Green, green, green. Here we go. Off and running.
Oh, that checks everyone back there.
Man, these leaders, both of the leaders smoked their tires on that start. And boy, that just kind of wadded the field up right behind him. David Lancaster had to kind of check up. And, boy, that kind of wadded everybody up in behind him. Rick Walker and Brandon Thomas had to check up.
Challenge for lead, challenge for lead.
Stephen Pearson, yep, on the inside. Looks like he is, can't say he's taking it yet because Perry Snelson's still good on the high side. But Stephen Pearson does lead that lap.
This top 4 is in the wad right here, boy. One mistake, somebody's going to be a big bind.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But yes, here comes Freidinger, too.
Yep, Freidinger up to 5th now. And put Walker back to 6th.
Thomas is on the inside there of Lancaster, challenging for 3rd. Meanwhile, Freidinger's got to wait and have a look there before he can do anything.
Yeah, he's right behind Thomas right there. And, boy, he kind of checked up that time, backed off. David Lowe now right up on the back of his bumper. So these guys really battling hard now, coming to the 20 to go here next time by. Not this time, but the next time.
These guys are racing so close to one another.
Oh, man, that just makes me nervous just looking at it, Roger.
Lowe's on the inside of Walker there. But Thomas and Lancaster just about got together in 3 and 4 down here last time. Thomas finally going to clear him. Took 2 laps to complete that pass.
That's quite the gaggle of trucks right here. Brandon Thomas leading them. And now Freidinger on the inside of the 50 there of David Lancaster. Looks like he is going to take that position away from him. And Brandon Thomas has to slide it down in front of Freidinger, or he would have probably got a run on him. Those two battle, and that is for the, 3rd position.
Walker's working on Lancaster. He's got Butler working on him. Now Freidinger's going to try the high side. Let's see if this works out for him.
Well, you know,
on the high side. He's got way too much truck for everybody in here.
Yeah, he's just been on a rail tonight. You know, I just, man, I'll tell you. And he does clear him, so Freidinger gets by Thomas to move into the 3rd spot.
Well, he's got about 18 laps to catch them 2 in front of him. I really don't know that that's much of a problem. He's just way too fast.
Sean Butler, I was looking here, Sean Butler now in 6th place. Well, actually 7th when they cross the line. He's trying to see if he can't get a run here and get by the 50 of David Lancaster. I thought he had a run on him there for a minute, but he seems to have backed it off a little bit more now. Right behind him, David Lowe. David's kind of fallen back a couple positions there. Maybe got a little dicey up front for him. And who's that? Snelson maybe challenging for the lead, taking a peek.
Yeah, he's running a little different line than Pearson. He keeps taking it in pretty low and trying to get that run off. I think he's just letting Freidinger catch up, personally.
And Freidinger is now on the inside of Snelson, going into turn 1, and he does complete the pass. So Freidinger on the move.
Walker just got Thomas going through 1 and 2. Got him pushed up to the outside. That opened it up for Lancaster as well.
Oh, yeah.
Walker blinking a little bit. I'm sure that's making the other drivers just a little apprehensive.
Sean Butler going right along with Lancaster here on the inside of Brandon Thomas, trying to work over Brandon, sticking him up on that high side. And he is just being relentless right now with that, wants that position back, wants to get back up there and lead some more lap, and does clear Brandon Thomas.
Breininger took the lead from Pearson right there. Pearson just let him go, didn't even challenge him.
Yep. Probably a smart move. Breininger just, man, on the rail here tonight. 16 laps, coming to 15 to go this time by. 15 more circuits, and I think we're going to probably wind up seeing some good green flag racing here now, Roger.
Yeah, everybody seems to be spread out pretty good. I've kind of been back looking through the field. Everybody's just kind of that one group right there for about 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th place. That's about the only real challenge on the track right now.
Yeah, Sean Butler on the inside there of David Lancaster. That is for position. That would be for the 5th position if Sean can clear him. But boy, he is really having a tough time clearing him. Meantime, Rick Walker staying out ahead of them too. He's got a little bit of tailgate damage and a little bit of front end damage on that truck, but boy, he's still running pretty good out there ahead of these guys.
Yeah, he just went and got tires not too long ago in that run. David Lowe was kind of in the middle of that group, and he's really got, big wreck. That is a big wreck.
Oh, Mike Vining. Oh, that is not going to buff out, I assure you. So let's take a look here from Mike Vining view.
A little bit of net code again.
Yeah, he is blinking like crazy, Mike Vining is.
Yeah, a little net code, because there was some gap between them two trucks right there.
We will get down here a little closer to this and
that got Robleski too.
Ooh. Let's go back and take a look at that one more time, because that looked pretty intense. Them guys really battling hard here. Mike Vining's already got a bunch of rear damage on that truck, and
yep,
there was one that spun just before that too. But he did not bring out the caution. And Mike Vining, boy, he's blinking like crazy.
Yeah, he was. He in the middle of that Robleski, Margheim, but you know, as much as it was anything, it was net, because there was still quite a bit of distance between them two trucks when he got hooked there. So.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a product of the bad connections we're having tonight, and we still got 3 guys that just don't have real good connections, and the 21 truck of Mike Vining is one of those. So,
yeah, there was probably a good foot and a half between them two trucks when they come around. The 23 getting into it really bad there, Robleski, man, he goes up along the fence. Holy smokes!
Yeah, we're gonna be inside 10 to go when we restart this.
All right, let's get back up here live. Roy Hall coming down pit road. He was not involved in that, but okay.
And David Robleski's taking his behind the wall. I think you'll see Vining take his behind the wall. Maybe Margheim. Yeah, and I think Margheim's going to take his behind the wall.
All right, so that's going to put Steven Pearson restarting second, Perry Snelson third, Rick Walker fourth, David Lancaster fifth, Sean Butler sixth, Brandon Thomas seventh, David Lowe eighth, Brent Keith up to ninth. First time we've seen Brent up there, and I believe Kevin Mitchell going to be our top 10. As Danny McCune took his down pit road, so he's going to be way back in 20th. Yeah, Robleski and Mike Vining have taken theirs behind pit road. So we've lost a few good drivers out here tonight, Roger. Doug Lemon, Sam Henry, Nicholas Stone, Mike Vining, and Robleski. Wow. Some good drivers out there that we've lost tonight. Just a product of this slippery track, I'm going to say. Right now we've got...
Yeah, and some of it is the connection stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just,
Well, 23 trucks left, or 22, I'm sorry, left on the track, and all of them are on the lead lap.
Yeah. Only, 5, 6 out of the race?
Yeah, 5 or 6, yeah.
6. Still, it's been a pretty good race. This, after that long run, we've had a little rash of caution, but we did get a good green run in there.
Yeah, this is caution number 7, but we've had 4 lead changes amongst 4 drivers. 4 drivers, 4 lead changes.
Yeah, and the 4 guys who've led are still all inside the top 6.
Yeah. Yep. Gary Freidinger up there with 30 laps, Sean Butler with 27, Steven Pearson's led 8, and Perry Snelson's led 4.
We'll have about 9 to go when we get to green. We'll see if we can get 9 green laps in. That'll be a pretty good run to finish. That'll let us know who's got what.
Well, call this down, Roger, and I'm saying this is going to be probably the last of the cautions right here. I hope for these guys' sake.
I just hope, period. It'll be nice to have this one in the books. It hasn't been a bad race, just it kind of got a little rash yellow fever there.
Yeah, and again, like you said, I think a lot of it was neck coating because we've seen a lot of it here tonight.
Well, the last 2 wrecks for sure were net coated. I mean, there was huge amount of distance between drivers, and they just hook and turn when it's just the computer can't decide where you are, so it guesses, and when it guesses, a lot of times it guesses wrong. Unfortunate for all the guys involved so far, but I mean, it's kind of internet racing.
That's a fact. Pearson's still blinking out there on the outside line. I see him blinking out every now and then. So, I think everybody's, with the weather the way it's been around the nation lately, it's just, man, I'll tell you, it's just a lot of internet problems.
It's weird because looking at his connection, he's got a perfect connection right now. All right, here we go. We're going to come get 9 to go when we take green this time. Freidinger and Pearson on the front road. Well, almost said Robleski, and he just left the race. Pace car hits the pit road. We're bringing them down nice and easy. Late starts here, late greens. And the green flag's in the air, and we're back underway. 9 to go. Oh, Sean Butler jumped to the outside. Rick
Man, did he get a start or what?
I think Walker spun the tires trying to start in first gear there, maybe. That was a bad idea. Well, I just let Butler have a free run right there. Now Pearson's got a run. Snelson down the backstretch. Will he go for it?
Oh, we got Brandon Thomas and Rick Walker into it.
That's got another truck. We're getting caution. Oh, maybe not. That's at the back of the field.
It looks like everybody did collect it back up, but Rick Walker, boy, not only is he blinking, but he is losing a pile of positions here. Everybody's going by him.
Yeah, that got Sizlove and Thomas. And Thomas was actually having a pretty good run there.
Yeah. All right, getting back up front here, Sean Butler in forward, Steven Pearson third, Snelson trying to hang on to our leader, Freidinger up there. Gary really been the class of the field here tonight. Has come all the way up from, 22nd position?
Yeah.
After that.
Position.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, he has definitely been the class of the field tonight.
Yeah, Lancaster was giving Butler all he wanted there for a lap or two. Now he's kind of falling off of him just a touch.
Yeah. It's those two have been racing around each other for the last few laps, and pretty good racing. I gotta say, I'd say they're probably both running about equal here tonight, and Lancaster not taking it from Butler. He's saying, you know, hey, I can drive just as fast as you can around this facility, so I'm going to put it right to your back bumper. Definitely.
Here. Sorry, I was looking here. Lowe is falling all the way back to 7th. He gained some spots after that big restart there when him and Butler jumped to the outside and made it up to 3rd and 4th there. He's given up a bunch of spots now. Yeah,
he has got a ton of front end damage on that truck, both sides. If you look at it from the rear chase view, you can see a lot of front end damage on that truck. I mean a ton. Man, the right fender's almost all gone.
Yeah, I don't know what he hit though.
It had to have been something on that restart. It's the only thing I can figure out.
Well, they went to the outside and nobody got in the wall there, so I don't know. Something must have happened in traffic.
I would say, yeah. And now he's battling really hard to stay ahead of Brent Keith. And right behind Brent Keith is Kevin Mitchell. So them three there battling for position. Coming to the line, going to be 3 to go. And it looks like the 32 of Brent Keith does have a run on the inside of David Lowe coming out of turn 4. Well, let's see how that all pans out. Can't do it this time by, but man, he is really putting the pressure on him hard. And then Kevin Mitchell.
Back up, Snelson getting down to the 1 there. Good job by both guys to keep it straight. Man, Butler getting back to Snelson right there a little bit, getting out the corner, trying to cost him over on the entry, and Snelson was just a touch slower than he expected, I think.
Pearson back to 4th, Lancaster 5th, Danny McCune in 6th. Danny having a great run here tonight as he got by David Lowe there a while back. Kevin Mitchell now 8th, Brent Keith in 9th, and Blaine Gilmore taking up your top 10. This time by, they're going to get the white flag, Roger. We're going to put this one in the books here. Let's get up to our leader. Watch our leader.
Has got this in hand. The battle's going to be up for 3rd if Pearson gets another run on Snelson.
White flag flies. Gary Freidinger going to bring it around here. Coming down the back stretch. Going to go ahead into turn 3. Nobody challenging him. 1.5 seconds back to Sean Butler. Coming off of turn 4, bringing it here to Kentucky. Gary Freidinger going to win it here tonight at Kentucky. 80 laps. Great job by him. Congratulations, Gary. Man, what a race. A lot of cautions, but man, what a fun-looking race out there that was.
Yeah, good finish.
All right, well, let me know, Roger, if we can get down there and get a word in with our winner. We'll give them a little bit. Everybody's congratulating our winner.
Jump in, man.
All right.
We're about ready. It's all you, buddy.
These gentlemen.
Gary Freidinger, this is Rudy in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Gotcha.
Well, Gary, you definitely were the class of the field out there tonight. Man, you came back from 22nd position after you stopped there on that one pit stop and mired way back in the field. Come up through here and brought this thing home for the win tonight. Tell us about your racing tonight, buddy.
Yeah, it was a good start to the race. We had a little hiccup there in the middle with a bunch of cautions, but the setup was really good. It was just a little free at the start. I needed about 4 or 5 laps for it to come in, but after that, man, the thing was a rocket.
Oh, no doubt. We've seen you passing cars left and right, or trucks. But great job out there tonight, Gary. I mean, just really, really a lot of power you showed out there tonight, a lot of muscle. I believe this is the first time I've interviewed you in Victory Lane. Is this track, are you new to this track, or have you ran it many times before?
No, I ran it many seasons here. I've been running trucks for about 2 years now here on iRacing, so it's just it's one of my favorites. I like running here, so it's just my first time here running with these guys here during the league.
Well, you come out here and showed your muscle tonight and brought home a win, Gary. Congratulations on your win. And do you want to give any special shots out to anybody, being as we're on the air?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to Patrick for the help here, and he also gave me a little hand with the set, especially the Q set. So, yeah, give a shout out to him and Sean on a good race as well.
All right, Gary. Well, thanks a lot, and thanks for talking with us and filling us in on how your race went tonight. And again, congratulations on your win, brother. All right, Roger, back to you.
Sean Butler, Roger, waking up the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Roger.
Yeah, congrats, Eric. Congrats, Gary.
Thank you.
Well, anyway, Sean, back to it. Good recovery there on that last, after that last pit stop, getting back up second. I was a little concerned that maybe that was a mistake going in. Did you have any reservations when you made that call?
Yeah, I was pretty happy on that first when Gary pit. I was happy to get off sequence with him, and we ran enough laps. I thought a lot more people would pit, and I wouldn't be mired as far back as I was. But fortunate enough to get a good enough restart there on that last go, and didn't get hung up behind whoever was second, like Ricky did there, and was able to power on by and come back to second. Just happy that wasn't. I got into someone there passing him for a second there, and I thought I was going to wreck him, and thankfully I just barely touched him.
Yeah, we saw that it looked like you were trying to go high to low there on him going into one, and he maybe slowed a little bit more than you thought, or you were a little quicker than you thought, and you guys just barely touched bumpers, and Perry did a good job of hanging on to that truck. But overall, I mean, you had a great run all night long. You were able to run close to the front there pretty much the whole night, and I thought your truck looked like it was hooked up pretty good. Maybe not quite as good as Freidinger's truck, but did you throw a lot of stuff at it during the race, or did you just kind of let it ride the way it was?
I worked a lot on it in practice, and it was a little like Gary. It was a little loose on the early run, and I just learned to deal with it. I didn't make any adjustment to it. I knew it needed to be a little loose for the long run, and I was kind of shocked when I first started up there with Gary that I was able to pull away from him as much as I did. I'm sure he was just being a little bit more cautious. I was just throwing it all out there to see if I could do it, and was able to make it stick on those restarts. Just flat-foot it all the way through the corner.
Well, congrats on the finish again, man. Nice recovery. Anybody you need to send a special thank you to tonight?
I'll congratulate Gary on a great race. He also had the truck to beat tonight, and thank Patrick for helping me out with the setup again. And shout out to you guys up there, doing a good job.
All right, man. Well, congrats, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Go ahead, Rudy.
All right. Perry Snelson, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy on you.
Perry, great run out there today. You led a few laps. You led 4 laps. Had a taste of what it was like. Kept it in pretty much in the top 5 all day. Great race by you, and congratulations coming home 3rd spot. Tell us about your racing today.
Well, I probably should have pitted when Sean pitted, but I decided to go ahead and stay out, and I figured there'd be another yellow or 2 and fuel wouldn't be an issue, but coming down to that last 3 laps, tires were an issue.
Yeah, I think everybody was struggling with a little bit of tire issues out there tonight, and like Roger said there, he was a little concerned about Sean stopping there with I believe it was about 20 to go or so, and giving up that track position. But tires being at a premium as they are on a track like this here that just chews them up, definitely something that, maybe next time you'll know, maybe you should have done it or maybe you shouldn't have, but it's all in how you're feeling at that time. You know the truck better than anybody else. But congratulations to your run out there tonight, Perry. Good job. Way to bring it home in the 3rd spot. And you want to give out any shouts to anybody?
Yeah, actually, I'd like to give a shout out to Doug Lemons. He come up with the final setup for this race here, and I just made a couple little tweaks to help it turn in just a little bit more to my liking, and it was fast. I mean, I was on used tires the rest of after that first pit stop, and it just stayed the same lap after lap. But I knew when Sean cleared Steven and he got close to me, there was no way I was holding him off. I just didn't have enough tire to do it.
Absolutely, yeah. They definitely, probably your right front and maybe your right rear a little bit, taking the most abuse of all the tires. But anyhow, congratulations, Perry, coming home 3rd. Great job, and congratulations to everybody for a great race out there tonight. Thanks a lot for talking with us.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
All right, Roger, let's do a quick rundown here of everybody. I just kind of wanted to note real quick here, Gary did lead the most laps with 41 laps. Sean led 27. Perry led 4. And Stephen Pearson led 8. So those were all of the leaders for tonight's race. Real quick, had 7 cautions, and among 4 lead changes, among all them leaders that were the 4 leaders, 4 lead changes. So great job for them guys. All right, let's run down through the results here real quick, and we'll get this broadcast out of the way. Gary Freidinger in the 1st spot, Sean Butler in 2nd, Perry Snelson finishing 3rd. 4th was Stephen Pearson, David Lancaster in 5th, Danny McCune in 6th. David Lowe finishing in a 7th place there. Jason Gratton, man, where did he come from? Finishing in 8th, and William Toney 9th. Dave Smith rounding out the top 10. Roger?
Steve Jones came home 11th. Brent Keith 12th. Patrick Rowland 13th. Kevin Mitchell 14th. Rick Walker, after a late race incident, comes home 15th. Roy Hall 16th. Frank Reese in the 17th position. Brandon Thomas involved in that same incident with Rick Walker there. They were both running inside the top 8, I believe. He's going to end up 18th. Blaine Gilmore 19th, the last truck on the lead lap. And Jason Sizlove, who got collected in the Brandon Thomas and Rick Walker incident, he gets 2 laps down in 20th position, Rudy.
All right, Scott Barkman in 21st, Vernon Margam in 22nd, David Robleski in 23rd, Mike Vining. Man, Mike Vining took a lot of beating today. Net coating we've seen a couple different times. But come home in the 24th spot, 13 laps down. Nicholas Stone, 25th. Sam Henry, 26th. Doug Lemons, bad finish for Doug today, but got next week. He can bring it back. So finishing in the 27th spot. Mike Gray, 28th. And rounding out the field, Kevin Mort in 29th. So, all right, Roger, any last-minute comments on this race tonight?
One Frodinger was clearly the class of the field all night long. He and Butler probably had the 2 fastest trucks in the room. Snelson did a great job of hanging on there to bring home the 3rd place. Really old tires compared to those other guys, and he put up a great fight. It was good racing. When we got to see green flags, it was really, really good racing. We had a rash of cautions there, but like we always say, cautions breed caution, so you get that every once in a while. But the guy settled in, made a good run, and for as big a field, still having 20 trucks to finish, that's really good. And everybody finishing on the lead lap pretty much was a real good deal. I enjoyed the race, and I'm looking forward to seeing these guys next week.
Absolutely. All right.
I think we go to New Hampshire.
Is that where they go? Oh, wow.
I believe so.
All right.
Yeah, a little short track, bump and grind.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thanks for staying with us there tonight, folks, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Tune in, let's see, tomorrow night we will be broadcasting for the Old Farts League, and catch you then.